Okay, so this one should be interesting for one of my supporters from Turkey. He works with statistics about uh, animals, right? So uh, this idiom is foaming at the mouth, foaming at the mouth. Okay, so where's that? And what it means is very angry, very angry. So I could use an example like, let's say, you know, one salesman lost a big account, right? The customer got angry and they stopped doing business with the company, right? And so the owner of the company is very angry, right? And so their sales staff are away from the boss, right? And they're talking about him. And they say, yeah, oh man, he was just, yeah, he was foaming at the mouth practically, right? Means, okay, so where does this come from? Foaming at the mouth. Okay, so this comes from this, sorry about this advertisement, I can't get it out of the way. All right, so comes from this animal disease called rabies. And what happens when an animal gets rabies? Uh, they basically seem angry, right? And they will attack you, right? So, uh, and another symptom of rabies is they start foaming at the mouth. Let's see. Okay, so they foam at the mouth, and that's where this comes from, right? So foaming at the mouth comes from really, just take a look at this image right here, angry and just crazy because the animals that get this disease rabies, they lose their mind, right? It attacks them mentally, so that's why they get uh, surprisingly mad at people for no reason and attack people. Okay, so you can imagine that a boss who uh, lost a big account is going to be angry, very angry. Okay, so uh, foam at the mouth means to be extremely angry. That's the main meaning, but it also can mean, it means angry in a crazy way, right? Uh, so I also think it means like losing your mind. But just go back to think about this rabies. Uh, you know, this rabies thing. That's the image you want to get in your mind. Okay, so let's talk about like this lady, right? She's mad because she was trying to ride her bicycle in the bicycle lane, and uh, this guy was walking his dog in the bicycle lane. She almost had an accident, so now she's mad.
Karen flips out on this dude just because he accidentally wandered into the bike lane with his dog. So she blocks his way with her bike, but the guy manages to fool her and escapes.
You are dark to an unphysical? What the is your problem? You're not even apologizing!
I know, I don't.
Okay, so she's pretty mad, right? So let's say if this guy were to describe that situation, you know, to the police, yeah, she's mad. She's practically foaming at the mouth over here. Or let's say he's talking to his buddies later, and yeah, I got pissed off this cyclist the other day. She was like livid. I walked out into the bicycle lane, and she almost had an accident, and she was just like foaming at the mouth, right? So that's how that is actually said, right? So the talk about the boss, right? That the they lost the big account. Oh man, I just left there. He's so mad. Yeah, foaming at the mouth practically, right? We usually say practically, right? Yeah, he's turning cart. He's doing backflips and somersaults. He's just foaming at the mouth right now, right? So That's how we use this. It's pretty fun way to use the language. All right, so let's go back. Okay, so this lady's foaming at the mouth. This Karen, I made a video about Karens, right? Karens are angry women. And so go watch that video. All right. So this lady actually really was actually foaming at the mouth, right? She was so mad. Let's check this out. See?
Let's look at this fucking no trespassing order. Why do we?
So the high school principal, okay. She, oh my God. She goes, let's look at this fucking no trespassing order. Why don't we? Oh my God, that's funny.
Not checking in at elementary office of noticing us of your visits in advance. That wasn't the fucking agreement! What a
See? Look, she's
fucking
foaming at the mouth.
lie!
Hilarious. Oh dear. All right, so now let's take a look at some examples here. Now this guy's a conservative commentator, and he says the mainstream media, which is sort of like CNN and like the old traditional media in the United States, they're very liberal, right? And this guy's conservative, so he says they're again foaming at the mouth over Russia, because they accused, I guess, Russia of interfering in the 2016 election.
Mainstream media is once again foaming at the mouth.
Now, let's check this out. Then he'll fly into so they're talking about, I don't know what situation here. Then he'll fly into a fury, lashing out, practically foaming at the mouth, right? So we often use this expression, he was practically foaming at the mouth, okay? So anyway, that's about it. And so I'm going to post this, instead of posting it on my regular YouTube channel, I'm going to post it on, let's say, Twitter only, because I want you guys to follow me on Twitter. And I'm going to post it on Twitter and Instagram, because I want you to follow me in those other places in case something should ever happen to my YouTube channel. You can find me, okay? So I will talk to you on the next idiom.